boy, became the man. Was part of the plan, this life I could not avoid. Running up bands, I done built me a clan so solid you cannot destroy. I changed the game, they wanna follow my lane. My moves I coach like a sport. All this motion, it feel like Detroit. Now all this P, I'm still out the score. It's the biggest of a mile. Yeah. Everything around me look small. All these diamonds can't spot one flaw. Now I made all this paper because I gave it to them raw. I kept it real. Go ahead, ask the whole city. You can check my background, no problem. That's a real nigga testimony, bless y'all. I ain't seen a nigga bigger than me, except God. It's the biggest of a mile.
Hey. Yeah.
Yo, you tuning in with Leanin with Lenny. Wake your bitch ass up if you still asleep. If you at work, tune in and I got some good conversation for you, man. You know what time it is with Leanin with Lenny, man. We always here around 2 o'clock. You better just get up on the block and, man, whatever you do, just make sure you do what you do correctly and the police won't check you, man. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm right here with the lovely Miss Lovely.
Hey, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And the one and only, no Richie Rich, but he's still rich at heart, baby. Know what I'm talking about? I forgot your name. What was your name again? Beck, the one and only Beck. No belong. No, I'm talking about. And man, I got a little something on my mind today because I ain't been here for about really a lot on my mind today, man. And today, man, I always find myself bumping heads with a bunch of old schools because they just be saying a lot of bullshit in general. I know I kind of sound repetitive with this subject, but at the same time, like, I'm the type of person that I refuse to let bullshit grow. I refuse when a motherfucker tells me a bullshit statement that they can just sit there and let it marinate like they about to fucking. I said when I caught him outside, I know, motherfucker. Like,
ooh, I like carne asada.
That ain't the good carne asada. That ain't the good carne. The bullshit carne asada.
Oh no! When I heard carne asada, I just knew that it was all good. I was excited. Oh hell! Somebody, it's Taco Tuesday on Friday. Fucking with Lenny.
Nah, they on full of shit Friday. That's what they on.
Oh,
Full of shit Friday. That's exactly what they on, man. So like, I got a bunch of old school uncles, right? Okay. And man, the shit that they say, bro, like they always just try to fucking make a way for culture wars, and then fucking, I'm like, bro, like you're just repeating fucking talking points that I've heard every fucking white man fucking repeat. That's a conservative. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing? And
That's a good guy, that man, bro. He got me leaning over here.
I got you leaning in, baby. I got you leaning in on the jet fuel, baby. On the jet fuel. That sicko on there.
Bro, you got me leaning.
Go tap that.
Yeah, I'm good.
I already got to the blood.
If you touch it, you gotta taste it. Oh no. I gotta just go back up the It's her back
right now. I had some earlier.
No.
She said I had my fill.
No worries.
That's like,
continue. Uncles, I'm sorry, they rude.
Nah, it's alright. But bro, like these motherfuckers here literally just repeat every fucking racist talking point I've heard on Fox News and conservative media outlets like a motherfucker, bro. These motherfuckers were really bitching about Rihanna being pregnant at the Super Bowl, and I'm like, what is there to be mad about, bro?
Okay, I heard about that one.
Bro, all these motherfuckers were bitching.
Why are we mad?
Bro, they were just bitching that pretty much as a black woman just on top of the world right then and there. Like, that's all it really was, bro. Like, their toxicity fucking came into play, and they're like, oh no, like, I want to go back to the times where even I couldn't vote and I didn't have any rights. Like, man, shut the fuck up, dude.
Well, why were they mad?
Oh, just pretty, like, they didn't have a solid reason. Like, every reason I heard is like, oh no, how come they couldn't get, like, another band, or like, just because it's not the music you listen to doesn't mean that person shouldn't have a platform. Like, why the fuck are you mad that a fucking black woman is on stage wrecking shop at the fucking Super Bowl? Like, the fuck?
She's a superstar as well.
Yeah, she's a superstar, bro.
Like, it was a random black girl that just wandered up there pregnant and started singing on top of the last fucking moving stage.
Like, to me, what's even stupider with them is I'm like, bro, y'all the type of motherfuckers to, like, they're gonna turn up with me, right? And I tell straight up, like, hey, motherfucker, I'm gonna take you to the fucking hood, bro. Like, I'm not hey, that's where the fuck I'm gonna have your ass at, bro. And then, like, I look at their character too, because I'm like, because I be around a lot of black people. And they were like, fucking, bro.
Really?
No.
That's unbelievable.
I can't believe it. So.
That shit be fucking.
I be forgetting you not black sometimes.
Oh, man. I remember one time I was on the phone with this chick, right? And I'm over there trying to smash and shit like that. Like, yeah, baby, just telling her everything she wants to hear and shit. I was like a motherfucker. I was trying to get them draws and shit, right? That's fucking, oh, yeah, I was trying to get them like a motherfucker. But, bruh. And like out of nowhere, like she threes-way somebody, right? Oh, and then she shot me a text message. She was like, "Oh, I want this girl to hear your voice and shit like that." I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what the hell y'all think I am? Like, this is a quiet storm or some shit." Like, what the fuck? And then out of nowhere, like I yeah, for real. And then, while I'm talking to her, like my mom had asked me something in Spanish, so I just responded in Spanish naturally. Out of nowhere, I hear the third person just bust out laughing. She was like, "Bro, the whole time I thought you were a black person."
Oh wow!
Like. Now I just take it like as a compliment. I'm like, thank God I don't sound like a Caucasian. I'm like,
right. However that sounds like.
Hi, my name's Bob. Thank you for calling in. That shit there. But bro, they were just so mad. I'm like, bro, what the fuck did y'all want? Y'all wanted Bruce Springsteen? You wanted the good old American Pie, Yankee Doodle Dandy shit in that motherfucker? Like, fuck out of here, bro. I was like, I can only imagine when fucking Prince and fucking and Michael Jackson were headlining up fucking as you were and shit. Like,
throwing shit at the TV.
Bro. And it was like, bro, what's even stupider to me is like, well, like this, like my family, we were listening like a lot about Chata, merengue, like a lot of like tropical music, like a lot of tropical music. But bro, like the OGs of that shit, like in the 80s, the 90s, and 70s and all that shit, bro, they were black Hispanics. I'm like, so how the hell are you gonna sit here and listen to a fucking culture that literally paved the way for your whole swagger, your whole aura, like the way you get down there? Like that's the way they get down. Well, you mean to tell me you still look at him like less of a human being? Like, I get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, fuck out of here with that shit. I'm always arguing with old heads about that shit because they think they can hide that shit smooth through talking points and stuff. Like, well, I'm not a racist, but I have a black grandkid or something. Like, what the fuck do I got to do with your thoughts and how you treat people? Like, what the fuck? It's not like you fucking knocked her up and like you accepted that person as a human being. What the fuck you talking about, man? Like, go to fuck to sleep, dude. Here's some drink, man. I K-wrote it for you. Go to fuck to sleep. I hope you shit yourself. Like shit.
Really, don't pull yourself, Paul.
I ain't racist, but I'm prejudiced.
Abuelo.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate fucking squash.
What?
No, not squash.
Prejudice in motherfucker.
And I feel like some people can't or they just don't want to understand the difference between prejudice and racism. Racism is prejudice with power. Like they don't want to understand that shit. But I'm just slowly trying to I try to get them to understand, but the harder part for me is I'm like, bro, you really that arrogant? You really that fucking dumb? Like this is some basic fucking Simple Simon shit. Some tic-tac-toe shit. What the fuck, man?
This is the world we're in. But it's good to hear like a different perspective of what goes on behind the scenes in people's families.
Easily, man. Like
people are more comfortable around their families, so they be real.
Oh yeah, they show that ass every time. Man. They show that ass like they have to shake jump like a motherfucker. That's exactly what the fuck they do.
Loose tongue.
Oh what?
No.
Bro, what?
They gonna
it'd be so funny. It'd be so funny to me.
They gonna joke with you.
Exactly. That's exactly how they try to do it.
They gonna hurt your feelings. Jokingly.
And that's why you gotta be sharp. That's why I watched a lot of comedy like Richard Pryor and all them shit. Because I'm like, bro, you're not gonna fuck with my feelings and not expect that shit get thrown back at you. Fucking top tier comedy style. Get the fuck on somewhere.
Top tier comedy.
For real, bro. Like what? Bro, what? I remember fucking my mom always used to. No, it wasn't my mom. It was one of my aunts. They would always get mad at me when I'd be watching Richard Pryor at their house and shit like that. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up, bro. Like. The fuck out of here with all that, man.
I watched like this, what's it called, Roast Me? Like this show where like everyone just sits around and they roast each other for the first time last night. That was crazy. It was just like back and forth, just like bold.
Is the show recent or is it like
it's new.
Oh, it's new?
Is it new?
What's the network?
I don't know where.
I saw it at a friend's crib, so I don't know who put it on.
YouTube, maybe.
Yeah, it was just wild. Like,
who crib was? I'm no where was you at?
No, but I heard about
She's like moving on. She's red now.
She gotta give her a alibi.
Nah, y'all. Try to be smooth like
you can't slide that in. We nosy over here. Shout out Trust to the brand is in the building. My boy is dope.
Shout him out.
Yeah, we speak art.
Amen to that right there.
My boy.
what was I gonna say? Hey, I heard of that new show called Cancel Court, where it's like a bunch of comedians and like bro, that shit is hilarious.
I saw one episode.
I saw the trial of not R. Kelly. I saw the trial of Kanye West and the retrial of Kanye West. That shit is hilarious.
Okay, it's on Instagram.
So like it's pretty much like topics that people want to like. Oh, we need to cancel this person or something like that, and they debate it. They debate in a courtroom.
Comedians.
Yeah, comedians. Like it's different comedians. Like they go on there because Ryan Davis is on there. Who else was on there?
Just a bunch of
Instagram comedians type shit.
Stuff, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Going viral for doing little skits and shit like that or whatever.
It's called Cancel Court.
Yeah, Cancel Court. Yeah, that shit is hilarious.
Because you know the whole cancel culture that we have here in America, or even it's just in society in general, not even just America. Niggas can get canceled every day, in every place, in every way.
Damn.
Like a motherfucker. And like, you know what's crazy? Like, you know what's crazy? Like, there's like that argument right there. Like, yeah, it's valid. But then, like, I feel like when conservatives try to make that, oh, they want to cancel me, they want to shut me down. I'm like, motherfucker, you're preaching at an auditorium talking about somebody's trying to censor you. There's millions of people that agree with you. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, there's actual motherfuckers getting canceled for some shit that they did 20 years ago, and you're mad over here.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, like, man, I got mixed feelings about Bill Cosby. And shit.
What?
Like, like, of course, he should be in jail and all that shit.
What? How?
He's like, bro, come on, man. You raped 50 people and fucking like, come on, man.
He was a little raping. It's just, let's not forget that he tried. Let's not forget the incidents that led up to him being incarcerated.
Yeah, that's why I give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, because if you raped me in the 70s and I'm 72 now, I think it's time to go ahead and let the pussy go. I got kids, grandkids, they kids got kids, and then I'm over here in court testifying against Bill Cosby and America's dad, just because coincidentally months after he tried to buy NBC, you know, like, hold on, you got money like that, Bill? Oh, all right, well, let's get you together. We're going to run through your money, fuck up your legacy, and then we'll let you out. And then that's what essentially happened. All of a sudden, oh, wait, no. You know, it's overturned, and we're going to let Bill's out now. You know, he's been free for a couple years, or at least a year.
Yeah, they let him out early, like for good behavior or shit like that? Or?
No, the cases was just fugazi. So it was just kind of like...
Because I thought I heard something that, like, they had released them sooner before that shit was even, like... before they even, like, permanent consideration with that shit.
Well, I don't know.
But, like... Money. That's what
oh, yeah, he's...
He had too much money.
Oh, you gonna buy it?
A nigga had too much money. What the fuck you talking about?
It was like, oh, you gonna buy the network? Cash fee up front? No finance charge? No loans?
Really?
Just, Mister, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go to the car right quick and get the money.
Oh, you've been saving. We ain't get a piece of that. Oh, we ain't know nothing. Come here.
Come here.
Run it up.
Susie May said you raped her back in 1964.
What's crazy to me is like fucking they'll throw all that energy towards a black entertainer, but yeah, Elvis gets the pass. Elvis get a pass, man.
He did marry a 14-year-old.
Yeah, well, like, what the fuck, man? We really gonna do that shit? Like, if y'all gonna stand on that shit, go all the way back. Type Elvis got a pass.
They glorify that that's what they. That's what they out here.
Never do
they glorify
that. Never do that again.
That's that bullshit.
Never mention that.
That's what they glorify out here now. That's what they want to see.
I feel like, you know what's crazy too? Like, you know what's crazy too is like I feel like with the rise of social media, it's just showing the world for what the world really is. Like, because everybody talks about like fucking, oh, now these kids are spoiled. They got all this social media. I'm like, nah, bro, all it is just a camera to record what the world's doing. Like, because everybody just be posting shit like that, and they always try to make it seem like, oh, this back in the day shit. I'm like, bro, like, of course technology and clothes change, but bro, like, it's the same world. It's the same fucking world. It's just some fucking.
I do think it does highlight the negative aspects of it, though.
Oh,
you know, so it's like a reflection of the world, but like it highlights the negative aspects, and that therefore brings more up. You know, and it kind of this catch-22 cycle to it, which is quite like toxic as fuck.
Oh yeah, easily. But at the same time, there's like you got the yang, Like you should have the positivity. Like even though the fucking negativity outweighs the fucking positivity, like I still try to see the good, like the good in life and shit like that. But I just refuse to like fucking. Just let bullshit be bullshit like that. Fuck all that. Because there's a lot of people, like a lot of old schoolers just enable that shit because turning the cheek is the easier thing to do. Like on some real shit, bro. Like, I'm just over here ranting and shit. Like, that's all the fuck I really do, man. Because I just sit there and I'm just like, these motherfuckers here, man, just trying to demonize me because I want to hit my weed and pee. and just want to sip my yak real quick. The probably fuck on a few honeys and shit. But yeah, I get looked at like I'm crazy just because the next motherfucker couldn't hold his liquor and was over here crashing cars and shit or whatever the fuck he was doing and shit. But I'm the one like, oh no, we got a strong example of you too, like kids. Get the fuck on somewhere, you Yankee Doodle dandy motherfucker.
Not the dandies.
Yeah, Yankee Doodle dandy ass motherfucker. When they're really tacos or pupusas or whatever the fuck they are. No. Like that. Come on, man, what y'all doing?
I love tacos.
Y'all ever have pupusas?
I've had pupusas.
Oh yeah, you know the deal.
No, what is this?
Oh, it's a Salvadoran food. It's kind of like a quesadilla, but like it's not cut and shit like that. Like you can have it a beef or chicken or with pork as well and shit. But you get like a celery, like not so. What's the fucking it's like a certain vegetable, like cabbage and shit like that. You throw it on top of that. You throw some tomato sauce on that bitch, and you can throw some hot sauce too if you want to. And yeah, it's going down. It's going down. And then you gotta drink with. You can drink it with a cream soda. That's the preference that they tell you. Drink it with the cream soda.
Okay.
Guala champagne, that's it. If you didn't drink a guala champagne, yeah, he's more than likely been around Salvadorans like a motherfucker. There's a specific one too, like the one with the Salvadoran emblem on that shit, like a motherfucker. Now I think that gave me diabetes by myself. That shit, cause bro, I used to stay, bro, like, man, bro, that shit used to stay having me fucking, just sugar rush the fuck up. Just dollar value cocaine. That's what the fuck that was. That's what sugar really is. If you think about it, just legal cocaine. You gotta break the shit down all the way to the process. You do the same shit with cocaine, like the cocoa leaf. Like,
it's the same as
and then you can chew on the cocoa leaf naturally, and you'll get like a rush from that shit, like get your little buzz or whatever the fuck. But sugar, like, the fuck.
It's the same physiological pathway that activates.
Mm-hmm. Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm.
That's my go-to every time. The pain. I'm talking about like depression. Like really, bro. Like take an edible. Like a piece, bro. Just like you don't have to overdo it. A couple bites. You know what I mean? And
that was always my problem. I'm always trying to like fucking turn
that frown upside down.
Yeah, easy.
Holla at Hoop Cuisine. I'm telling you, bro. Like I can make you a meal.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you, bro. You gonna see world from a
different point. You do meal prepping and shit like that.
Point of, yeah, bro. You can do it. Seasonings, shit, bro. I got it all, bro. I do it all.
I'm all at you, for sure, man.
Turn that frown upside down.
Oh, easily, man.
And it's healthy. And it's healthy, bro. Like, even if you got to change your health, you know what I'm saying? I made, like, infused just healthy meals for myself, you know what I'm saying? Like chicken breast, or, you know what I'm saying? Even seafood, lobster and shrimp. You know what I mean? You got some steak in there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, hungry. That sounds real good. Okay.
Oh, for sure.
Like a motherfucker, man.
Hey.
What other current events we got lined up besides the cancel court episode? So which one did you watch?
Excuse me. But I watched the what's the name of the trial of Kanye West and then the retrial of Kanye West. Because in the first one he won. And then fucking bro, his and this was even before the "I love Hitler" comments. It was hilarious, bro. Like I like cats like Ryan Davis because, bro, like, man, he's just like his facts are straight to the point like that. Like he's not fucking lollygagging around shit, like trying to give sympathy for something that ain't fucking supposed to get it. And what was funny is this motherfucker here was excuse me, that potent just got my chokes.
Just okay, get your inhalation together.
Yeah, for sure. But I like what Ryan was talking about. He was like, bro, how are you fucking, like, how the fuck are you gonna repetitively spit in black people's face and we're supposed to take it back and shit? Like, and I felt that he was talking for Hispanics too, because I'm like, bro, we got a lot of people, like specifically cats like George Lopez, that will always preach like, oh yeah, unity, but yet fuck you in your ass every time you try to come up type shit. Like, whoa. Well, not literally, but like money wise. Yeah, not literally.
Every time. I always gotta kick the nigga down.
For real, bro.
While you're already down. Foot on neck.
But yeah, go up there talking about unity. But yeah, the nerve on them. It's the nerve of these motherfuckers, bro. Like,
audacity.
Bro, I had a grandpa, right? He recently passed away. At first, I was like, oh, mi abuelito, R.I.P., whatever. Now it's like, nah, probably in hell, motherfucker.
Oh, no.
Yeah, bro. It was that bad. Fucking colonialistic, crazy motherfucker and shit. So, like, he always would try to talk about unity. And the whole time, like, bro, he was just a fucking toxic ass Christian. That's all he was, bro. Just the ones, oh yeah, I read the Bible every day, but as soon as I read it, I forget it. Like, the fuck, bro? Like, fuck out of here with that.
That's the difference between studying the Bible and knowing it and actually executing the parables within.
Yes.
Easily.
Using it in your daily life.
Right.
Easily.
But then again, there's people that use it for their own point making too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
Correct.
So
it's a pretty dangerous weapon.
It's dangerous. Oh, silver tongues, fire breathers.
Yeah.
All that.
The fire.
Fire breathing.
All of that, man.
You're going to hell. Fire and brimstone if you don't. Damn, I'm all of that just because I didn't wash the dishes, or
you know it.
I didn't wash your car. I didn't wax it how you wanted me to.
That's the work of the devil.
You know, man. I remember I got told like, I was going to hell for literally watching a basketball game.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. I was like, hang on, how with your logic am I going to hell for watching the basketball game? Oh, you see all the symbolism in it, Illuminati and all that shit. I'm like, oh my God. Like, you that deep down the rabbit hole that you fucking think everything is fucking satanic and shit like that. Like I believe in some of it, not all of it. Like, yeah, there probably is something bigger than us because mafias have existed for fucking ever and shit. But to sit there and be like, oh, well, I cracked the code. I'm like, who the fuck told you? The Pope? Like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck told you, bro? Like, if they really that damn secretive, bro, like, I feel like sometimes they just do it just to fuck with us too, like in general, like because people are that gullible. Remember what we were talking about just before we went on the air? The bigger the lie, the more they believe it. Like that's how I feel. Like, they just fucking.
Well, if you think about this is just an example. There was a point in time where people thought that the world was flat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
They really thought Columbus was about to fall off.
You understand? They thought people still think Columbus discovered America. There's so many. It's a lot of. You know what I mean? Shit, but it's not that the shit is true. It's because so many people believe it is what makes it true.
The confirmation bias.
Exactly. People assumed that the world was flat during that time and nobody questioned it. It wasn't the truth, but because so many people believe it became true.
But I remember back in like elementary schools, they used to give you Christopher Columbus propaganda and shit like that in cartoons.
Absolutely.
But the funniest one to me was like when I saw it like in first grade and shit, it was like these dudes fucking with him like, oh, you really think you're gonna sail across the world, huh? And they just like throw him a bucket. And like he was like getting off of the ship, and they're like, "Here you go. Here's the boat that the fucking government sent you and shit." And then I was like, "What the fuck is like? You don't feel sorry for a motherfucker that had the government ready to fund him to go like on a road trip, pretty much. Like the fuck, bro, like fuck that." And then the rest is history. Like,
well, Spain is essentially.
Oh, those are the original colonizers. Those are the original colonialistic motherfuckers.
The ones that funded it. Christopher Columbus.
Well, I just wrote my essay on.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So, well, come on, give us your. I don't know. I'm just spitting random facts, what I remember.
Well, I think as well, like what I'm taught may not as well be the truth. Like I don't want to hold on to anything, but like I kind of know. Like, the Spanish government, King and Queen funded Christopher Columbus, but he wasn't the first. He was one of the explorers, but he wasn't the first to discover. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty much. But back when we was in school, it was like the Nina, the Santa Maria, the Pinta. They all fucking floated
Mayflower.
over. Yeah. I remember the Mayflower. That was like Thanksgiving time.
I remember I got this cousin, right? He's a conservative, and every time like, he was just talking his shit, I'm like, man, shut your fresh off the Mayflower ass motherfucker. Like,
straight
you one of them super whites. You one of them fucking Ellis Island motherfuckers.
The Quakers.
You know it. Oh, not Quaker. What's the other one?
So they're called Quakers.
Yeah.
That's why the dude on the Quaker Oats box is a Quaker. He's an original fucking white people.
So
right?
who was a... Nah, it was the ones that
Quakers, from my understanding, so there's like the
abolitionists or something?
Yes, the Puritans, the Quakers.
Yeah, exactly.
These guys. And I've been out of school a long time here. I'm just
I remember hearing that the Quakers were supposedly anti-slavery too or something like that. Like,
it wasn't.
I think they were just doing their own thing.
Yeah, like
they didn't own slaves.
They were like against
They didn't own slaves because they weren't farmers yet.
Yeah.
Slavery came in because tobacco fields and them, like they needed the bodies to work the fields. But no history lessons here. My friend is sick of it.
I'm ready to move on.
Yeah, she's like, can we move on, please? I wrote this out. I'm ready to move on.
I read 21 pages in the last 4 days.
God damn it. She don't even want to think about it.
That's equal to like a 60-hour work week.
Basically.
For real, man. So what was I going to say as well? Y'all don't watch baseball like that, huh?
Nah.
Man, come on, man. The Strawberries won the series, and I ain't watching baseball, man.
I ain't watching before that.
What?
Well, I played baseball, so I don't watch it though, but I played.
Man, baseball is one of those sports that taught me patience. Because like at the time when I was around, like Ken Griffey Jr. and like post steroid era was popping, but like, bruh, you was watching motherfuckers rip that bitch off like a superhero, bro. My favorite motherfucker out there was Ken Griffey Jr., bro. That motherfucker was him and Barry Bonds, bro. Every time I hear Barry Bonds slander, I turn into like this white boom. I'm like, what the fuck?
Not my Barry.
Right. Like, I feel like people don't understand how much fear that man put in pitchers' hearts, bro. Bruh. That motherfucker put so much fear in pitchers, bro. I seen the bases loaded, right? And as soon as he stepped up, they still intentionally walked him because they didn't want him to win the fucking game. Right. Like, bro. And he holds the record all time for the intentional walks. For intentional walks, bro. I know that. That dude was a fucking monster, bro. Like, but like, bro, the way baseball's changing now is like they're changing all the fucking rules. The beauty of baseball was that there's no time limit. It don't give a fuck if we gotta go 18 innings. There's gonna be a fucking winner, bro. And they're taking that away with all these time clocks. They're taking it away with these time clocks, like, and all these rule changes. Like, motherfucker, what?
Bro, you will be there all fucking
motherfucker. Oh shit, my bad. I'm tripping. I got so excited and shit. I'm about to. Fucking the most when the Astros were playing Seattle, I think it was like game 4. Bro, that bitch went 18 innings. Yep. That bitch went 18 fucking innings.
During the time that it was actually created, there was nothing else for niggas to do. Now, niggas got shit to do. Niggas got jobs, kids, families, companies to run, people that are watching. It's a complete business at this point. Oh, yeah. At first, it was more of a pastime, and then it developed into an actual culture and business. So then we have to put a time limit on it at this point because how can we put it on TV? How can we charge these ads? And these people that want to pay to watch it became money wise. Yeah, true. So, welcome to America. Home of consumerism and capitalism.
Oh, yes. They love it. They love it. It's fucking try to take away my good. The only thing I had left. Right. The only fucking thing I had fucking left. Because that was the shit that fucking taught me patience in life like a motherfucker, bro. Because I remember when I went to go vote, bro. And I was just in that bitch waiting, and they were like, "Oh, the machines are down and all that shit, right?" I had to wait 45 minutes just to fucking vote, right? And I was a tripper because I was like, "Man, I'm around the corner from the house, like whatever, right?" And then fucking while I'm walking out, one of the ladies was like, "Bro, how long were you in there for? Like an hour?" I'm like, "Yeah, about 45 minutes." She was like, "How did you do it?" I'm like, "Ma'am, I've sat down and watched the 18-inning baseball game. Like, I have to.
I've trained for this,
right?" Yes. And like, and there was like with baseball alone, like it could already go 3 hours, and you got 8. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, that still bamboozles me. And then what even bamboozles me more, bro, is I'm like, bro, you can fail in baseball 7 out of 10 times and still make $300 million. Like, yeah, bro. Like, you don't even have to be like, you don't have to be no Barry Bonds or some shit like that, bro. You can fucking
sit on the bench.
Yeah, pretty much. Be like a base, be the base runner.
On the bench. I can do that shit.
You don't have to be.
All right, switch it.
Let's go.
Well, and then what makes the sport even more beautiful is like, bro, every little movement matters on that bitch, bro. Like, who you like? I'm trying to like find words to explain that. Like that and fucking every little thing you do like can fucking impact the game. Like fucking, bro, you fucking blink wrong at the fucking plate, bro. Fucking, they hitting your ass for 2-run home runs and shit, like easily, bro. Sure. These motherfuckers are throwing that fucking bitch like it's a damn bullet. 95, 92, 88, like, bro, those are fucking highway miles on your ass right there, bro. Like,
yeah, bro, and then especially think about getting hit.
Yeah, I've been hit by the most, bro. And luckily, I got hit by it was like a kid pitch and shit, bro. Like I just took one in the arm. That shit still hurt though and shit. But I've seen motherfuckers get fucked up like not fucking years ago.
Oh, okay. I was like, you was 10? God damn.
I was like around 11 or so.
95. He was going 195 an hour, and you still feeling it.
I still feel bad.
I used to play baseball. Like I used to pitch. You know what I'm saying, bro? Hey, bro.
Man, they put me in the outfield. Man, they used to put me in the outfield. And I remember when I was a kid, I used to think that was a bad kid's fucking position. Like, oh, they have you in the outfield. You're a bad kid. Like, fuck no, dude. They just need you in the outfield. I could have shined out there and shit, but I was a little kid. I was close-minded and shit.
Angels in the Outfield was dope. You remember that movie, Angels in the Outfield?
Oh, yeah, that was true, yeah.
That's most of baseball I ever watched.
You never watched the Major League?
Sandlot?
Yeah, Major League.
Major League was the truth.
Major League.
Hardball my favorite.
Hardball was good. It's a lot of good baseball movies.
Hardball my favorite.
The one with the girls. That was the League of Their Own. That was a good ass movie. I saw that one a few days ago. Yeah.
Man, they came out with a new one, right?
Man, that shit was pooey.
I ain't even watch it.
It was pooey.
It was pooey?
Yep. It was pooey.
God damn, man. That shit is crazy as cat shit.
Whatever that means.
So yeah, man. We about to go on break, right? Yeah, man. We about to just take a quick commercial break, do whatever we got to do and shit. All,
yeah,
man.
You got to pay some bills and shit.
We got to do all that shit, man. You know
I don't understand why people say that. Okay, whatever.
I'll have to go pay some bills.
Go watch some earns. We'll be right back.
I'm hungry.